Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Costa-Bir and we're here at the 8th Annual NIIM Symposium 2023 Melbourne. I'm joined here by my fellow FX Medicine Ambassador, Dr. Michelle Woolhouse.
Hi Lisa.
Hello and welcome to FX Medicine.
So nice to be here.
It's so lovely to meet you in person. So can you tell us a little bit about what inspired your beautiful book, The Wonder Within?
Well, I was telling this story before. I was giving a talk probably about 7 or 8 years ago to a group of people that had really late stage cancer but had done a really good job of, being in remission for years. And so I explained to them the whole interconnection and neurobiology, psychoneuroimmunology and how the science of the body all interconnects. And a woman put her hand up at the end of the talk and she said, "Is there a book that has kind of got everything in it?" And I said, "Not yet." And so I've had this book on my mind for many years, and I guess it's a culmination of 25 years of clinical practice based on my passion, which is mind-body medicine. And I think that it's needed more and more these days. And so COVID obviously was a time of enormous stress, and we saw cracks in society like never before. And so anxiety that was kind of normalised and accepted as a part of somebody's life actually became much more problematic. And likewise with stress and burnout, as we all know in the industry, is super high. But it's not just our industry, it's across the board in education, in law, even in mothering, parenting, etc. So burnout is really enormous. There's enormous pressures on people. So I decided that I wanted to share my knowledge for that group and to teach them about that normalisation of stress and also about all of the interrelated and powerful innate healing tools that we have within us. That was my inspiration.
So lovely. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's in the book? I know you talked about the tools. Do you go through actual strategies to help? Yeah.
So the first part, it's broken up into 3 parts. And so the first part is really about the landscape and really understanding the science through, I guess, part of my own story, but also the story of lots of my patients that have come before me that have been incredible teachers, but have also just taught me so much. And then also some really classic sort of stories that in many ways just set the landscape. And then the second part is a deeper dive into the science and how the heart and the brain interconnects, how the heart connects with the environment. We go through the science of the chemistry, neurobiology, ecology, quantum physics, to really create the story of holistic medicine and holistic healing. And then the last part is really about how we do it, how we bring it into our lives, how we can practice it through very simple reframing techniques. And then we also have a section on pitfalls of what to because we all have setbacks in our lives, and sort of how we manage those setbacks is really important. So, yeah.
What's a common pitfall that your clients typically present with or tell you?
Yeah, so I think giving up too soon. I think there's a huge expectation that when you start a journey of self-discovery or self-healing is that you might get some momentum at the start, but then you'll have a setback and then you'll lose confidence and motivation. And time is really important, so practice is really important. So you'll often get a big win at the start, and then the middle section of your journey is often a little bit more arduous. And so it's keeping momentum through that middle part of the journey, which is really powerful. And then, because we come up with so many other pitfalls in terms of how we deal with our close family and friends and those kind of things. And also sometimes our support network, we need to renew our support network sometimes. Like we can run our course with a practitioner and then we might need to find another one that just has a new way of doing some things and supporting us, to find that.
Amazing. Now, where can we find your book?
So it's available online at all of the major bookstores, so Amazon, Booktopia, Dymocks, Barnes & Noble internationally. It's also available on Audible. and narrated by myself, and also through my website, so theholisticgp.com.au.
Lovely. Oh, I wanted to sign copy. Now, you obviously do the podcast with me. Who have you got coming up? Can you give us any teasers?
Really good ones. So I've got some really good ones coming up. So I've got Bruce Lipton, who wrote The Biology of Belief. He's coming up early in the new year. Nicole Nelson is coming out soon. We're doing a really good one on breast cancer prevention, which is a really must for patients, practitioners, women, men. Breast cancer is a really big issue. And I've got a really beautiful one on men's health from a patient perspective. So I interviewed Nick Bracks, who was Victorian Premier's son, but he's been really passionate in the space of men's mental health, and there's some really good pearls of wisdom about understanding how men present and also the importance of men's mental health as well, particularly in this current day and age.
So many things to look forward to. Thank you, Michelle, for joining me.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Don't forget to check our socials and to visit our website to check out all our podcasts, articles and infographics. I'm Lisa Costa-Bir. We'll see you next time.